Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
The caller is talking about a key article that we're going to cover more on the Sunday show coming up this weekend, 4 to 6 p.m. Leaked documents reveal Marine Corps Urban Training Center based on U.S. town. They admit they're training for taking over the U.S., Northcom, the Army, the Marines, with the soldiers and Marines. But then they don't want us to be at these camps and training facilities. Well, I've shot video when they did this in major cities like Oakland and San Francisco before. And then Hebron, Maryland, small towns. What particular town is this base modeled after? We've got a lot of this a restricted document here in the article, but go ahead and tell us.
Well, I can't really say too much information on because I have a 946-page document that's sitting inside of my house right now that kind of details a lot of this. But you know, I was up here in Alaska when we had the whole Arctic Shield and DHS came in, and in the last week, man, there's been so many things going on up here with, you know, working friends that work on base and F-22 hangars, and they're reporting 4 and flyovers, almost 3 and 4 a month as opposed to 3 and 4 a year. Things have really kind of ramped up over here. But with this Marine Corps town, we're specifically talking about a coordinate. I can give you the 8-digit grid coordinate for it, or the 10-digit rather. But it's a 63-building town that takes up over 1,000 acres. It's complete with a high school that has a gymnasium and a football field and soccer fields, and there's a big dirt road that runs all the way around the outside of this town. There's waterways that can be utilized for rubber watercraft training. There's just so many. Well, I mean,
we've got an article out about the Marine Corps base at Camp Lejeune. You're saying there's another town that it's built after, or another secret training facility?
We're talking about something. If you're referring to what's referred to as Combat Town, it's going to be a very similar one to that, and I think that's the one that you're. Well,
I mean, listen. Let me ask you as a Marine, because I've been to the drills that are public where they admit it's for Americans. And that's in the news. They're trying to be secretive about these facilities and the Army facility. I mean, are they honest with you when you're training that it's for domestic operations?
Here's what they're training for, and here's what they tell us when we're talking about counterinsurgency. Now, mind you, they're training American personnel, American agents, DHS agents for counterinsurgency operations. Okay, and
yeah. So to be clear, the Marines are training DHS agents to take on the American people.
I wouldn't say they're training them to take on the American people. They're training them for anti-terror. Quote. Now use this briefly or loosely. Quote, anti-terror and counterinsurgency operations.
Sure, but when I've been to these drills, they're practicing killing guys in cowboy hats and John Deere caps. I mean, are they saying it's the radical Muslims, or are they saying it's for the Tea Party?
Let me use an excerpt from a DHS file that was leaked from you guys to the Oath Keepers up here in Alaska during Arctic Shield, the quote-unquote Americans Against Socialist Tyranny. Let's use that term, okay? There's the organization that they labeled Americans Against Socialist Tyranny. Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that document. And again, no, I know they're training to take on people that don't want to go along with the end of America. But
yeah. But this whole facility here, is very, very closely stylized after a specific town that within the last 2 years had a pretty major incident inside of this town. And like I said, I'm not going to say this word because there's a couple of things you just don't want to say over the phone and kind of catch a computer's keyword. But there's a very specific.
Believe me, buddy, they're recording this. Anyways, no, I hear you. Look, this is all going on. We got 30 seconds left. Let me ask you this. Are the Marines doing this training? Are they clicking to what's going on?
We're definitely, our eyebrows are going up, and we're looking side to side like this can't be happening right now.
Well, look, it's foreign collaborators took over. So we've got to be honest about how bad it is. It's like going to the doctor and you learn you got brain cancer. I mean, we are screwed, but not as screwed if we wake up and say no. God bless you. Everybody needs to speak out, folks, or it's over. We got to admit that it's a foreign enemy. See you back this Sunday. Sorry to other callers. Great job, crew.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex, shoving the crowd.
The air has been shown to have 2 to 5 times higher concentrations of pollutants than even outdoor air. And most Americans spend 90%